Boom shakalaka, is this insane Bitcoin fractal set to repeat itself? Plus a much needed update to the stock to flow model, adding scarcity so we can see a Bitcoin price floor, plus how you could have 50% increased your money by just using Cointelegraph's Markets Pro, and the top 3 coins to take a look at today. Stay tuned. What's up guys, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're talking about Bitcoin. Is it set to repeat this insane fractal? Plus also a much needed update to the stock to flow price model, and how you could have gotten a 50% increase in your money in just a few hours, and the top 3 altcoins today. Before we get into it, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Also come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love, where every week we give away one of these sweet shirts. Now, before we get into this Bitcoin chart, let's take a look at the updated stock to flow model. Now, why do we need an updated stock to flow model? Well, Colin Talks Crypto, who has this awesome website, cbbi.info, you can see right here, it predicts the confidence of the peak. He actually removed the stock to flow model from his predictive array because it just wasn't that predictive of a peak. Sometimes the peaks were before the stock to flow model, sometimes they were after the stock to flow model, sometimes they were above, sometimes they were below. Not a great metric. He actually created his own halving to peak days, and right now it's 72%. You can see exactly where it is right now. So based on that, we're not. And as you can see, between each halving to peak, it actually gets a little bit bigger. The next peak date based on this chart is March 29th of 2022. Keep that in mind. Now, that being said, William Clemente has updated the stock to flow model, adding the illiquid supply floor, combining ClassNode's illiquid supply data with Plan B's stock to flow model. You can see in red here, this is the illiquid supply floor, showing oftentimes a bottom. Now, right now, you can see we're actually a little bit underneath it. So potentially, based on that, you would think that the price would bounce back upwards. But let's take a look at where we are with Bitcoin right now, because Trading Shot, one of my favorite traders over on TradingView, he's saying, hey, we are having this fractal that's repeating exactly what happened at the peak back in April. So we had this sideways megaphone forming right here. We had a decreasing MACD. Same thing happening now, sideways megaphone, decreasing MACD. And then what happened with the price? It went up to 1, it went down to 0, and then went up to the 786 line there. Right now on this megaphone, up to 1, down to 0, could potentially go back up to the 786, which is around $50,500. Now, is this likely to break down? And you kind of have to think about what was going on at that previous time and what's going on at this time right now. Because at this previous time, we had Elon FUD, we had China FUD, we had end of bull run FUD, ton of FUD in the markets. Changed to right now, we don't have that exact same FUD. As a matter of fact, it seems pretty optimistic in terms of the market right now. Not only that, but we have a golden cross, which did not happen back then. Okay, we have a golden cross. So that also, if you watch yesterday's video, you could see that after a golden cross, on average, Bitcoin does 25x. Last golden cross, it did 6x, but on average, 25x. Now, the bigger X's were towards the beginning of Bitcoin, but on average, you know, averages can lie and everything like that. Now, based on the Bitcoin chart right now, Bitcoin looks like it is set to break out by the beginning of October. October 5th, as a matter of fact, when this uptrend we were going in is coming in with this downtrend, and that's the beginning of Rocktober. As a matter of fact, based on just historically sell and may go away, come back for Rocktober, we would expect the price to continue up and actually break out of this long-term downtrend that Bitcoin has been in since the peak back in April. But not only that, because we also have this right here. This is a bull market, guys, completely different from 2017. People still think, hey, this could be like 2017, but it is not like 2017 at all, and here's why. If you see here, back in 2017, coins moved from illiquid to liquid entities. That means that they were going from wallets that had had them there for a long time and just selling and selling and selling and selling. However, and you can see that by this blue line right here. However, if we take a look here, the blue line is going up and up and up. Right now, coins are moving from liquid to illiquid entities. People who think that the price is going to continue to go up, so they're going to hodl. As a matter of fact, this is probably one of the best charts I've seen in a long, long time. This is long-term holders have set the floor and continue to lock up Bitcoin at an impressive rate. We've entered a macro supply squeeze, also shown by other metrics, led by long-term investors. If this trajectory continues, expecting a very exciting next few months for Bitcoin. Now you can see at each peak, the peak here in 2017, also the peak that we had back in April, there was a very sharp U forming of this green line. But once it gets into this green territory up here, this is the supply squeeze territory. We are back in the supply squeeze territory, meaning that over the near term, guess what? Every time it's in the supply squeeze territory, price goes up. Supply squeeze territory, price goes up. Supply squeeze territory, price goes up. So based on that, the price would be likely to go up for Bitcoin, and also whatever happens with Bitcoin happens with the rest of the market. That being said, today we're going to take a look at how you could have made 50% on your money by just using Cointelegraph's Markets Pro. Now, I have a partnership with Cointelegraph's Markets Pro because it's a product that I believe in. You can actually do this thing that I'm showing you right here. You do it 16 times, you can turn $1,000 into $1 million, and I'm going to show you how in a video at the end of this video. But as you can see here, BRAINTRUST is now available on Coinbase. You have this signal that flashed 8 hours ago. Now, if we take a look at the chart, go back 8 hours ago, guess what? That's right down here, $30, before the price soared up to $46, almost $47. That's a 50% increase in your money. As a matter of fact, Coinbase on average pumps 58%. So, had you have just gotten this alert and then bought it and then sold it, you could have increased your money by 50%. And one of the coolest things about Cointelegraph Markets Pro is that they have this Discord channel here that gives you all of these alerts, so you can get these alerts on your phone. Not only that, you can find out when coins have very high vortex scores. They also have a bunch of different chat rooms, AMAs with a ton of people, including myself, and a bunch of other stuff. This right here is worth the price of entry alone. But, like I said, if you had just gotten this and bought and sold, you could have been up 50% in a few hours very easily. So that being said, we're going to take a look at some of the top coins on Cointelegraph's Market Pro today. And I should say, if you want to check it out, there is a link down in the description and the pinned comment. It helps out the channel. Like I said, I have a partnership with them, so please use that link if you are going to check it out. Also, to help pick out the top coins today, we're going to be taking a look at token metrics. There is a discounted link down in the description and the pinned comment. Now, how are we taking a look at it? Well, these coins, we're going to take a look at the top coins today based on the Vortex score. And the Vortex score compares the coin's current sentiment, Twitter activity, trading volume, and price movement to the entire history of that asset. A higher score suggests that market conditions have historically been more bullish for 24 hours. Now, instead of doing all the hard work myself, I want to know which coins are likely to pump in the next 24 hours. And because I'm extra lazy, I'm going to cross-reference that with the TM grade. This is a token metric score based on artificial intelligence and machine learning to pick out the top coins out there. Makes it very simple when you have two awesome ways to pick out the most likely coins to pump. Well, then what you can do is what I did, took the top 15 coins on Cointelegraph Market Pro, put next to them the TM grade rating, rank them in terms of highest to lowest, and we're going to take a look at the top 3 today. So the first one would be Origin Track. Right now, Vortex score of 78. You can see the price right here. And if we take a look over on token metrics, the TM grade is good, 85.73. That's really high. Now, if we take a look at the Visual Trends Index, you can see right here, it's bullish. It's been bullish since 38 cents. And the price is now 40 cents, potentially has a lot more room to go up. Now, Origin Trail, supply chains. Think of something like VeChain, but different. So we have Origin Trail. That's the first one. The next one is Secret. Now, this one is new to me. You guys may know it because you guys know a lot more than I do oftentimes. But check out Secret here. Right now, Vortex score 76, trading at $2.17. Now, I do want to note that one thing that's very helpful with the Vortex score is that you can check out these charts here and it gives you a shading in terms of what the Vortex score is. So when it starts to get higher, it gets more and more green. As you can see here, it turned very bright green right there, 81% Vortex score. And look what happened to the price. Went from $1.74 all the way up to $2.30. So it's a very predictive way of picking out some of the winningest coins out there. Now, if we take a look on token metrics, this one also very high score on token metrics, 85.67%. And if we take a look, token metrics has been bullish since $1.09, hasn't turned bearish yet, so potentially could have a lot more room to run up. Now that brings us, oh yeah, and what is Secret? Secret is privacy for smart contracts. What a brilliant idea. I never heard of this one, but it looks very cool because, hey, why not add some privacy to smart contracts? The next one is Icon. Right now, $2.08, Vortex score 74. And if we take a look at this one on the Vortex score, pretty much every time the Vortex score turned green on this one, like right here, price went up. Turn green, price went up. Right now, green again, potentially we have the price going up yet again. And if we take a look over on token metrics, right now 82%, very good TM score, TM grade, and also it's been bullish since down here at about 99 cents. Right now, potentially could go up much higher. Now, Icon is basically decentralized network, but it's like the blockchain of South Korea. They have integrations with the government, with the Seoul government, so potentially could be a very, very big one, potentially a very underrated blockchain out there. So guys, that is it for today. The top 3 altcoins for today, definitely worth taking a look at. Look at the charts yourself, see if it's something you could be interested in. If you haven't, make sure to check out Cointelegraph Markets Pro and also Token Metrics. There are links down in the description and the pinned comment. And stay tuned for this awesome video where I show you how to turn $1,000 into $1 million in 16 trades using Cointelegraph Markets Pro. I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace. What's up everyone, Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Cointelegraph Markets Pro, a platform that lets you front run the entire market by knowing news before anyone else and uses artificial intelligence and machine learning to pick out the most likely coins to pump in the next 24 hours. Now, before I go over the dashboard and the platform, I just want to show you proof so that you know that this stuff actually works. So as you can see here, 4 hours ago, there was a listing announced that Binance will list WAX. Now, if we take a look at WAX price for today, for the last 24 hours, we can see that about 3 hours ago, the price was 18 cents. So when this came out, when this newsquake was released, WAX price had done nothing. It was 18 cents. Guess what? Ever since then, the price went all the way up to 48 cents. If you knew that this was getting listed on Binance, don't you think you could have bought it way back here at 18 cents and then sold it at 48 cents, almost tripling your money? Yeah, I think so too. And as a matter of fact, with Coinbase listings, on average, they pump the price of the crypto 58%. If you just set alerts for Coinbase listings, and every time one is going to be listed on Coinbase, you buy it immediately. If you do that, guess what? You're only 16 trades away from turning $1,000 into $1 million. So, that being said, there's proof for you. Now let's take a look at Cointelegraph Markets Pro. This is the dashboard right here. Very intuitive dashboard. Top left, the newsquakes. I think these are arguably one of the most important things that you could see, and you can connect this with Discord up here so that you can get alerts to your phone whenever there's a listing, Coinbase listings, whatever it is. Now underneath there is the Vortex scoreboard. Now these are the most likely altcoins to pump in the next 24 hours based on artificial intelligence and machine learning. And the Vortex score compares a coin's current sentiment, Twitter activity, trading volume, and price movement to the entire history of that asset. The higher score suggests that current market conditions have historically been more bullish for a coin within 24 hours. Now, the higher the number, the better. And I've been told that above 90 is very, very good. But what I would say, especially for a lot of you guys who are looking to get more into trading, is take a look at the Vortex score and the top coins here. Take a look at all of their charts. When their charts look good and they have a good Vortex score, that's an awesome time. Great buying opportunity. Now additionally up top here, they have a watch list with all the top coins, plus you can put your favorites on there. Underneath there, there's an altcoin, an alt season indicator, which gives you an indication of when altcoins are going to be pumping more violently. There's also a market overview, so you can not only know the total market cap, but also know the average Vortex score, so you can see how the market is doing as a whole. Also trading volume and tweet volume in 24 hours. And then down here is some very interesting stuff. Like we have today's market movers, like WAX up 127%, like Telos, Loopring, all of that. Also unusual Twitter volume. So you can see the Twitter volume increasing, and unusual trading volume. So all of this stuff for Wax, all of this stuff is up high because guess what? They just had a listing today, and this is stuff that you would find out before anybody else. Now that's just the dashboard, and you could probably do everything you need to do on the dashboard, but they have a few other things up here. They have a Newsquakes, Scanner, Exchanges, Help Docs, and Discord. So let's take a look at them. Now on the Newsquakes, up here they have some of the most important Newsquakes of the past, of the most recent ones, and then you can take a look at some of the best Newsquakes in the past month. So one of the top ones, Binance listing Wax. But also we have things like you guys who watch the channel know I made a video about Audius. Well, guess what? After that Audius partnership was announced, went up dramatically. So you can see a list, all of the Newsquakes for the past month, 3 months, 6 months, also other historical events there. And then if you take a look at the scanner, you can basically see all of the coins listed according to their Vortex score. So if we look on the left here, there's the Vortex score with the coins, and then what they have with the coin, they have the price, the 24-hour change, the market cap, the volume versus the average, the tweets, and the tweets versus the average. And if you want, you can select certain coins to make them your favorites. And then if we go on to exchanges, like let's say you live in the US and you're kind of restricted in terms of what exchanges you can use. So you can actually add your exchanges like Coinbase, Binance US, Gate.io, whatever other ones you can use in the US. And then when you're interested in looking at a coin or purchasing a coin, you type in the coin there, and then you can find out which exchanges it is, and you click trade right here, and it'll bring you to the actual trading page on that exchange. So it makes trading that much easier. So guys, that in a nutshell is Cointelegraph Markets Pro. Like I said, this is a partnership that I have with them because I believe in the project. I think that knowing a coin listing before anybody else is well worth its salt. Wall Street traders have paid millions and millions of dollars to lay fiber optic lines so that they could basically front run the market, and this is allowing you to do it with the cryptocurrency market where you will know partnerships before anybody else. You will know listings before anybody else, and you'll be able to benefit maximally from them because, like I said, on average, you're only 16 trades away from $1 million. So guys, if you did enjoy that, if you think it's worthwhile, and I think you should definitely check it out, there is a link down in the description and the pinned comment. Make sure to use the link. It does help out the channel. Let me know what you guys think of the platform, and I will catch you guys later. Have a good one. Peace.